Have you selected the watershed where you're going to do this work?
No, we have. It's a small watershed in the Milwaukee River watershed as a whole.
Okay.
It's a small tributary that drains directly to the Milwaukee River. I would say that about half of it is agricultural land. The other half is either wetlands or, in some cases, some development, urban development.
Okay, urban, suburban kind of.
Yeah.
And what made you pick that watershed? Was it that mix of land uses, so you have different players to talk to, or was it something else that made you pick that place?
A lot of different factors went into choosing our particular watershed. I leaned pretty heavily on our partner on this, Andy Holschbach, who's the county conservationist for Ozaukee County, where all this work is taking place. He's been involved in a lot of the work at the county level as well as regional level for a long time, taking a look at water quality improvement, watershed improvement. I lean on him pretty heavily because he knows these watersheds probably a little bit better than I do, and I think what's key in all of this is he knows the landowners. He knows just whether or not they'd be willing to, at the very least, sit and listen, let alone participate a little bit further down the line. And I think he had a pretty good sense that in this watershed that there's already an active group that's been participating in trying to do some things to restore the tributary and to restore the uplands over the last, they've probably been active for the last 12, 15 years roughly. And a lot of the people who sit on the board of this group are actually agricultural landowners, the precise people that we'll be reaching out to anyway.
Right.
So just from having that sort of feel with the landowners themselves, I think he knew pretty well that this would be a good place to start.
Right.
And then on top of that, there was good scientific information to help push us in that direction too. I think what was key is several years ago there was an initiative that took place statewide here in the state of Wisconsin to sort of target agricultural lands that might be the best place to invest dollars in order to get the best bang for your buck in terms of reducing nutrients. And this particular watershed, through that process, ended up ranking fairly high.